I'm Kelly. I do the marketing and social media for Herts Visual Arts. Making a very quick, promise it won't be too long, little video on how to update your gallery. Exciting development is that we can offer you now 15 images on your artist gallery page for free, which is fantastic news if you don't have a website. It means you can show much greater range of your work on our site, and with our sort of improved social media and bits and pieces across the site, that's a really good thing. If you are thinking, well, I already have a website, it doesn't really benefit me, I'd like to just show you. I had a look at this a few days ago. I have a blog that's relatively new, and in often the case, if you have a website, it's difficult to drive any sort of real traffic to it. So my blog is a really good example of that because it's very new. It's had a few visits. My friends have had a look. I haven't done any marketing, and it's relatively new. So I'm just going to open a new tab and show you really quickly. I would not expect my new blog to be coming up in the first few pages of Google at this point. However, if I scroll down, the first link that actually comes up that is me is from Herts Visual Arts. And that really demonstrates, sorry, that really demonstrates why our website is so powerful. I've Googled a few of our artists over the last few months, and many of our artists come up in the early stages of Google through the HVAF website. So if somebody Googles your name because they've seen you at an event or they know your work, they Google your name, Herts Visual Arts is very, very good at putting you pretty close to the top of the Google rankings. So whichever way, it's a really huge benefit. So I thought it would be good to just have a look through and remind everybody how to upload their images. Couple of resources that I'll put over on our private Facebook page, which hopefully you've had a look through the newsletter and going to get involved there if you can. There are a couple of free photo editors, so if you do want to edit your images a little bit, if they need cropping, good images really are key. I know many of us photograph our work at home, and that's absolutely fine. Many of us also don't have Photoshop, don't really want to learn how to use it, and I completely understand. So there's a couple of really good photo editors that are completely free and lovely and easy to use as well, that I'll pop up on the Facebook page and might include it in the newsletter as well, actually, just thinking about that. Okay, so let's have a look. This is our home page for the new site. So to get down to business, I'm going to go here, top left, to members login. If you have any problems with your password or your login, you've always got the forgot your password option, but do get in touch with us. Andy, our web developer, is on hand. He will guide you through any login issues that you might have been having. Perhaps you haven't just logged in for a while. He can send you your login details, so don't worry about that. I have Google remind me of mine because I'm complete ninny when it comes to remembering passwords. So once we're in, I'm going to go to up the top here again. Top left is my profile, and that takes me into sort of the admin part of my personal account. And today we're going to click on gallery page down here in the blue, and that takes me to my current gallery page. I'm not listed as an artist. I'm listed as a graphic artist because I do web stuff and teaching and things like that, so I'm a bit of a difficult one. So you'll see, just to actually just show you around a little bit, these social media icons top right are links to our Facebook page, our Twitter account, we have Pinterest and LinkedIn. So those are the ones for Herts Visual Arts. Our Facebook page is looking pretty good. We've got over 1,100 followers on there now, so It's always a really good advantage as well if you can share our page, make sure you've liked it, get involved, share what you're up to. It's a nice platform to do that, and more immediate than the website sometimes. So that's for our main Herts Visual Arts account, top right. Just going down the page slightly on the right hand side, this is your section for your information. So your contact details, your email address and a link to your website here. These social media icons just underneath will link to your Twitter account and your Facebook account. You can also list your Etsy shop. I know quite a few of you have an Etsy shop, and that's brilliant. So your Etsy icon would appear here, which is fantastic. And over here on the left hand side, just under your artist's name, these mean that you can like and tweet this page across social media. So we've pretty much got it all covered on social media, which is fantastic because it's a really nice way to share and do a bit of marketing for free. Anyway, I won't go on too much about that. So if I want to edit my contact details, which are down on the right hand side, I'm just going to whiz past, it's got my dress and everything. I'm just going to go straight to the bottom. The important bit for me at the moment is making sure that you've got your website link in there and that that's all working. Do check your links once you've uploaded them. Your Twitter address, again, is just your username, and same on your Facebook. I know that it's a whole separate discussion, but I can advise on how to set yourself up a page as an artist on Facebook, which is very different to people being able to add you as a friend and see pictures of your holiday and your family. So just get in touch if you need more information or any clarity on that. There is a way to do it as an artist that protects your privacy. So underneath that, your Etsy shop if you have one. And then obviously click save at the bottom, and that's going to save any changes that you made in there. Okay, so I'm back up to the top middle. I'm just going to go to edit gallery to pop in some pictures. Do update your content here, your bio, your artist statement. It's your sort of 5-minute platform to get across what you want to get across to people about what you do. If you run workshops, make sure you mention it. Get as much in there as you can. Everything in the blue box here you can edit in the usual way. We should mention also there have been lots of discussions, especially now that we're offering these extra free 15 images, around assigning categories and art forms to your work. What we've decided to do, rather than make it more work for you, really, we've decided to just be able to edit your art form on the first 3 images, and we hope that 3 art forms will be enough. I'm sure many of you, maybe painting, probably photography, maybe a bit of sculpture, and you want to be able to show all of those and be found in our search categories, and that's really important. Do feed back to us. This whole site is very much a work in progress, and it has to work for you. So with that in mind, the first 3 images that you upload will be applied to your art form, so you can edit those, but you can't edit the full 15 for your art form. So at the moment it's the first 3, and let us know how you get on with that. We hope that'll be plenty. Okay, so I already have this little image in there, which is sort of my logo really for my life drawing group. I'm going to leave that in there. So if I just scroll down slowly so as to not make us all car sick, we go to image 2. I'm just going to go to choose file. That'll do. And I'm going to go down to image 3. It is as quick as this. The longest thing is me deciding which image I want to upload. I'm sure you're probably the same. Okay. Right, so I've got a couple of new images on there. I'm not going to go crazy because we haven't got all day. Important bit at the bottom is tags. So anything that, keywords, if you like, don't overthink it. Just go with, what you do. If you're a sculptor, what material do you use? Do you work with clay, watercolour? Is it drawing? Your keywords. This is how Google is going to find you. And the way to present keywords is with a comma in between. Here's one I made earlier. That was very Blue Peter. So no spaces, just a comma in between. And then most importantly, anytime you've made any changes, do click save at the bottom. And hopefully, internet don't let me down. Okay, yay. So you can see straight away that my 2 new images are there. Okay, so you've now got up to 15. And another nice feature of this site is that we have the pop out on those images too. So actually it's pretty nice looking. If you can imagine some decent artwork in there and not just my branding stuff. Okay. Oh, and obviously when you have, good to mention, but if you have 15 images on this page, these functions up here become really nice because they've got a really good spread of your work. Extra benefits. Is there anything else I need to tell you? The website will resize your images to a degree. This one's particularly small. I think that's all I have to tell you. For now, do let us know. I'm really happy to shoot more of these. It seems a really nice way to, just sort of get things going, really, get things happening. Little plug for our Facebook page and the private group as well, which if you've seen in the newsletter, I set up a private group on Facebook, which is for members only. I'm only going to let members join the group, and that will be checked alongside our current paid up members list. So that is not something for everybody, but it is a space for, especially if some of us can't get to meetings and things like that, it's a good space to just discuss things to the behind the scenes, feedback on open studios, feedback on anything, chat amongst yourselves, arrange coffees, arrange whatever you like. Just thought it would be a nice space for us to network in a nice time efficient way from the comfort of our own home. Okay, that's probably plenty for me from now. So thank you for watching. Please give us some feedback. Hope it's useful to you, and I will look forward to hearing from you soon.